Hey guys, and today of all days, I am here to talk because, like I said, there is something I wanted to talk about, and since I already uploaded the superhero, and there will be another superhero being posted today is on the same because I did that superhero artwork when I was at my grandma's house. So, but there was something that happened when we left and we were coming back here to take me home. I don't want to talk about it because I feel like this is a conversation that I should say something. Bozo, before I do, I need to clarify something. This is my opinion, okay? I am not trying to force my opinion onto anyone. I'm not trying to vocal my opinions over anyone else's. This is my opinion on this particular subject, okay? So for people who understand, who does not like talking about this, does not like hearing this, okay. If you guys want to stick around, listen to this, okay. But I'm talking about it. And the one thing we're talking about is the whole generation thing. I feel like so many people just left just because I just said that. Yeah. My grandma was like, I don't understand why this generation doesn't think you don't deserve to be punished. Everyone deserves to be punished. I have my own personal thoughts onto that. One, I hate that people say generation like we're like some, like it's like we're the new further of our humanality, like we have some special genes or whatever. But let me explain something, and this is just my opinion. In this generation, we're not crybabies or whatever they like to call this generation. We're not like, oh yeah, you can't abuse me or whatever and punish me. No, I think it's just because they need to have a quota for that word, punishment. I was forced to stay at my uncle's house. I was not able to have my own opinion, my own words. I was not able to. I was able to feel like I was shit. That's all I was able to feel. So no, there's no form of this. And also, this generation, if I'm going to be honest, this generation does seem like more relaxed. Because every time I learn about any other generation, all I'm hearing is that racism was way stronger, people were dying more, and black brutality was happening a lot more too. That's all I freaking hear. That's all I hear from any generation. I don't hear that from this generation. The only thing we've had, I'm not even going to talk about it because I'm not dealing with that type of argument. But yeah, that's my topic, is the fact that our generation is not that bad. It's the fact that we're smarter. In other words, people have made other ways to punish their kids without beating them, without hurting them, without making them have to cry. And the fact that this is like a quota feels disgusted. I'm disgusted by it. Kids can be punished. I agree. Punishment is valid. It shows that the world's not going to be fair. I agree with that 100%, 110. But I don't agree with beating the kids. And morally, I call it legal brutality. I mean, legal child abuse. And why is because there is actually, and this is the only time I'm ever going to say it on any TikTok ever, so listen closely, there is a law into the general government that apparently you can beat your kids as long as you want, as long as you don't leave a scar or a mark. If you leave a scar and a mark, you go to jail. That is messed up. Oh yeah, let's say there's a kid named Timmy. Timmy's getting abused just because he got a B in class. And he gets them every day because the teacher doesn't care. And he's getting beat, but the cops didn't do nothing because they're like, oh, do you have a mark? Nope, no marks. I can't help you, child. You're just being punished. You're just being punished. Yeah, I have problems with that. That law needs to change. We need to just ban being kids in general. That's my take. But yeah, it's a giant problem. And I'm getting sick of hearing it. Every person, every YouTuber I've ever watched, every person I've ever been friends with, I can go up to anyone and say, hey, Has any time in your life someone said in my generation or this generation or anything in starting of that sentence, and they will look at me and say, and look in pissed off and irritation and be like, yes, like they're about to punch me just because of me making them remember that. That's how annoying it is to hear this. I get it. This generation is nothing like the old generation. We get it. We definitely get it. It's just annoying to hear. If anything, our generation is better in ways because we do have better things. I'm not talking about electronics or objects. I'm just talking about in legal stuff, financial. We've had so many good things that is not given to the people of the old that was never given to the people of the old generation. That helps the people of this generation to move forward in their life. We've had faster ways to do this. So, in other words, it's not even a competition. Even if it was, you're losing. What? It made you tougher? It made you tougher? This is what I can get from every single point of childhood back then, is the fact that you're not allowed to speak unless spoken to. You are not allowed to talk when talking to. You're not allowed to look at someone without giving permission. You are not allowed to do anything unless your parents said, yeah, it's okay. And if you didn't, you were a rebel and you were getting beat for it. That's all I learned from any type of conversation I've ever had with any of my uncles or with my grandma at this point. And I love my grandma. I love my grandma dearly. I love her to bits. This whole family treats me like dirt, but I love my grandma to bits. I can't ride or die on this. I can't ride or die on this. I can't ride or die on the fact that I don't want to hear it anymore. On the whole, oh, child, oh yes, yeah, this generation is terrible. No, it ain't. If anything, parents and anyone else get a better life. Because, let's think about it. When you don't want to deal with your kids, think about it. Back then, all you had was board games, right? What kid you know want to play a board game? Like, I liked a few board games when I was a kid, but when you get older, you don't want to play those anymore. And there's more electronics, more phones, more consoles, like anytime you don't want to do with your kid, just be like, hey, you got your game system, go play it. Just like, you gotta take care of your kid, but you also get a break. There's things in this world, if you look at it in a different perspective, instead of this negative perspective you want to put on the world when it comes to this generation. If you look at it in a different perspective, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. If you look at the way they were like my grandma was looking at it, it's terrible and it's awful. And this generation should have never evolved from the old generation. That literally, these are all my opinions. By the way, like I said before, these were all my opinions. These are all my opinions. These are all my. I am not trying to force them upon you. This is just my thoughts going out forward. So yeah. Also, I do need to have some conversation. And other than me watching a superhero with my uncle, that I am going to be rating it on Snapchat, and also don't really have much to say. It's kind of like a basic superhero movie. Yeah, I figured this was a good topic to get into. You guys got any other things to say about this? You know what to do. See you guys later on the next superhero artwork. Crimson Thunder, out.